Welcome, people, back to another episode. Welcome for the first time. Another episode of Sports and Superheroes. This is episode 8. Yes, we had 8. Surprised we made it this far. I was worried. After you do 2, you're like, yeah, I can do it. Then that third one, you like, I don't know if I want to keep going. But we having fun. Y'all having fun listening. I hope so. And I appreciate y'all listening. But like always, guys, go hit all our social medias, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Find us. We actually have the audio podcast out too on Spotify. You probably hear my dryers done. But yeah, go check us out on all different platforms. Hit the likes, shares. Show a friend, tell another friend, and let them know about the podcast. We greatly appreciate that. Appreciate the support and all that good stuff. But like I said, yes, episode 8. Gonna come with you some more information, some more news, entertainment, and sports news of this week. So without further ado, let's jump into our first story. Oh wait, I didn't even introduce ourselves. Jesus.
Got about the important part there, sir.
Yes, yes. So it's me. I'm one of the co-hosts, Gershon, and my other co-host.
It's Marcus coming at you for sports. Gershon's doing superheroes. We're gonna hit
Yes,
you, with a little bit of both every week. If you're brand new to our podcast here, you know,
yes.
uh, just a little mixture. You know,
Very true. That's the idea of the podcast. Sometimes we throw pop culture stuff in there too. Anything that catches our eye. We just be talking, having a conversation. But these are two things we both love. Marcus loves sports. I love superheroes. So we said let's combine it and see what it do. Also, if you got questions, we have an email for questions now. We're working on getting the phone number for password. I mean voicemails. So that's still in the works. But the email is down below. You got questions? Email us or hit us in the comments. We'll definitely. We would like to have like a question section in the show. So don't be afraid to send those questions so we can have them and put them in the show eventually. Without further ado, once again, let's see if we get this right now. Let's hit the first story for this podcast.
all right. So actually, Gershon, I got a question for you that's going to lead into our first topic.
Okay.
So, could you ever work for a company um, that does not allow you to have facial hair?
That's weird. No, I don't think I could. So I've seen
Okay,
myself without a beard, and I don't like it.
right. Uh, Back in high school, I worked for a grocery store that did not allow facial hair, and long story short, I eventually quit that job because they did not allow facial hair.
Hmm.
So, without further ado, let me tell you where I'm going with this and why I asked you that question. So, the New York Yankees baseball team. The New York Yankees are updating their decades old ban on beards and long hair, allowing well groomed players and staff. This change follows discussions with current and former players, partly due partly due to concerns about losing free agents who oppose the rule. Now, the New York Yankees has had this rule since 1973, and since 73, they have faced criticism about this rule. The
Understandable.
the New York Yankees adopted a policy banning beards and long hair in 1973 under then owner George Steinbrenner because he didn't like the way some members of the team looked when they were standing during the national anthem. Some players have tested the rules in the past. Don Mattingly was famously benched a game during the 1991 season because of the length of his hair. So they Yankees are finally going away with that banning of long hair and beards because you know these
Really? That's
yeah
weird.
because they afraid. I mean, because one day the
So,
New York Yankees.
sorry. Is it only Yankees? It's not the whole MLB. It's just the Yankees
It's just the
organization.
Yankees, just the
Okay.
Yankees. Um, I mean, because for years and for years, because they're the New York Yankees, the most famous baseball team in the MLB. They have the most famous baseball cap. Like people from around the
Yeah.
world wear Yankees hats. I don't even know what the NY stands for, the blue and white hat. So, so that's how they're getting a lot of players. But now I guess it's becoming an issue with them getting free agents to the team because of this policy.
Mm.
So, it's good that they're coming with the times. I think it's a silly rule
Very much
because
so.
it's like as long as I play the game, why does it matter if I have a beard or long hair? Because me myself personally, I have both. I have a beard and long hair. So if
Yeah.
I was a baseball player, I could never play for the Yankees unless I was willing to shave off my beard and cut my hair. So I'm glad they updating that. Oh, uh, how do you feel about it?
It's. I get. I don't want to. What's the reason they're? I don't. I guess the game was supposed they were trying to be so professional back in the day, and they were like, "This is a professional look and all this," but it just seems weird. But then again, the NBA did the whole thing where players couldn't wear like street clothes. They put a
Right.
stop to that. Um, so that's gonna be. It's interesting. I mean, this is. I don't think this is gonna. Will it help or hurt? I don't know. They need to do something to bring people to baseball. Honestly, like, baseball is a dying sport, entertainment wise. It's not getting the same amount of viewers it used to get. People are kind of, I don't want to say bored with the game, but the
No,
new
no, it's
people are
boring.
bored with the game. Like I get it. Baseball is a very boring, magical game when you
It is.
know certain things and you have certain superstitions and certain like third inning stretch and stuff like that. It's a game you fall in love with through older people that teach you the game, and you fall in love with it, and you try to pass it on, and new kids like, nah, I want some dunking. So it's like, I want somebody to dunk or get tackled or something. Baseball is not a
It's
exciting
not
sport
that
to watch.
it isn't. I mean, because think about it. Baseball is the only professional sport where you can play two games in the same day. Like
Mm,
you're not doing that with any other major sport
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's just too taxing on the body.
very
Baseball, you can
true,
do it. I mean,
very
because
true.
you have different pitchers every game. You play the outfield. You're not into every play. Like you got moments where you're not even part of the game for several minutes or
So much
heck
of it.
even
Yeah,
so um I'm I, I'm surprised that the Yankees took this long to pass this because George Steinbrenner passed away in 2010. It's 2025.
yeah.
He passed away in July, so it's not quite 15 years, but it's damn near 15 years. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I think they just been living off because they're the New York Yankees, the most famous baseball franchise in the world, and that's why they've been able to get top players. But I'm just
I
glad
mean,
they.
yeah, it's not gonna hurt them really. It might help. I don't know because you see, like who was I mean, I forget the guy's name. I think he played for the Cardinals or something. This dude with his big bushy beard, and he became a character with that. Like it gave him personality. So I mean, the Yankees now can have guys with beards and show a little more personality. Um, and it could bring people to the Yankees a little more. Even though if you're a Yankee fan, you're most likely a Yankee fan. Nothing's really bring you there. You're already a Yankee fan. You're locked in. But
Yeah,
like I'm looking at some pictures of players went from another team to the Yankees and they had to cut their beard off, and you're
yeah.
seeing it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So it clearly didn't stop them from getting good players. It never really seemed to hurt them. Um, but it's just a weird rule. It's just one of those old rules that's on the books that people still followed, though. That was the thing. People still followed that rule for a long time, even though it was a
Hmm.
ridiculous rule. So it's crazy. It
I
is
think
crazy.
I think part of the reason because this is might sound bad to say, but that generation they are they are dying off. Okay,
True.
more or less. So
True.
now the generation that's starting to be more in charge of things is our generation, and our generation we have tattoos and beards and long, and hair. So
Mm-hmm.
that 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 old school mentality, the boomers. Well, I don't even know where we are, but anyway, that old generation is dying off, and our generation is starting to be more in charge of things. So I think that's why you're starting to have a shift like this with the Yankees.
Mm.
But yes,
Yeah. But I'm looking at pictures too, and they still let him have a mustache though. Like, so they have no beard and a mustache though. That's okay. Like, it's okay to have a mustache, but not a beard. It's
yeah,
weird.
yeah. All
But
because
yeah,
the owner did not like how some of the players look. Because standing for the national anthem, I'm like, again, what what does your facial hair have to do with the national anthem? I
nothing.
mean, I,
Absolutely nothing.
yeah, yeah. So I digress. Though we can move on to the next topic.
Yeah. So, like I said, we'll see if this does anything for baseball or the Yankees per se, because all the rest of baseball has already let go of this rule and not had a rule like this. But let me know. Let us know, guys, in the comments. Is this a ridiculous rule and you're finally glad it's off the books, or is this something you're gonna miss? Let us know. Um, so if you did not know, though, the Avatar: Last Airbender series is getting a new series. Yeah, I said that weird. So Avatar is getting a new series. They announced it a couple days ago. They're doing a new series for the Avatar franchise. Not the blue people. We're talking about the people that push air with their hands. Avatar, one of the best cartoons, period. And then you got Korra, which is second best cartoon. It's a good cartoon. But they're doing a new one. It's called Avatar Seven Havens. So it's supposed to take uh, after Korra dies. Clearly, that's how you get the new Avatar. After she dies, a young girl, Earthbender, is going to be the new Avatar. She actually has like a disability. She has a prosthetic leg. Um, so people are kind of upset with that. They leaked some of the artwork for the Avatar, so people are kind of upset. But they also said they're supposed to be twins. So the girl has a twin brother, I believe, but he's like twice her size or something. It's weird. But they're saying that her being the Avatar. Let me read what it said. Hold on, because it said something crazy. Because if you didn't know, Korra, her series, she ended the Avatar line, or the way Avatar can talk to their old um, Avatar state bodies and stuff like that. They can get information, advice from the people in their past lives as avatars. What she did in her series, it cut that link, so they can't do that anymore, which affects the new Avatar not being able to look on past Avatar's lives and actual information and stuff like that. But it says for 2 decades, the richly crafted world of Avatar The Last Airbender has introduced audience to a world of complaining, complicated characters and groundbreaking storylines. Competitive fans globally, we can't wait to embark on the next chapter of epic saga with a storyline set with the new Avatar verse. And the guys that originally did the first Avatar are doing this one. They also said this Avatar marks the destroyer of the world. Like, so she's supposed to be marked as the destroyer of the world. I don't know what the seven havens are. We're probably going to learn it throughout this series. They're probably in some of the books, Avatar books. I didn't read those. I just watched the show. So don't get at me. I just watched the show. But apparently she's supposed to be the bringer of destruction to an extent, which is a weird way to go with Avatar because they're supposed to help the world. So, like I said, Aang's story was great. Korra's story was a little mangled, but ultimately still good to an extent. They did a lot of awesome stuff. People are wondering if we're going to get some different kind of bending in this because with each Avatar series, they showed you different evolutions of bending, not just earth, water, fire, and air. You got magma bending, blood bending, um, what else? Metal bending. So they're wondering to see if they get a different type of bending in this one. But this one's going to be so much more focused on the spiritual world too, because Korra brought the spiritual world back into Avatar in a major way. So I'm really excited because I love Avatar series. The live action series is on Netflix right now, so that's still going. That's getting to season two, so still looking forward to that. But yeah, this new series, they don't give any timeline for when it's supposed to be coming out. So I think they're working on it right now. I'm not. What is they? Wait, they're making another movie too. I guess they're making. Oh, that yeah, that's right too. So on top of this Avatar new series, they're making a live action Avatar movie, or is it? Oh no, it might be. I don't know if it's a live action or if it's an animated movie, but it's going to deal with Aang as an adult going through his adulthood. It's supposed to be released in theaters in January 30th, 2026. So that's also something else to look out for from Avatar. So two major things coming from Avatar very soon. Also, still have the second season of the live action series on Netflix coming out too. I believe that comes out next year as well. So it might be three different things. But yeah, Marcus, have you seen Avatar?
I have not.
Oh, I would say, I would say it's on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Both the series are on Netflix. If you get a chance, check it out. It's a pretty good story. It's pretty much a story of. Let me figure out explaining this. So in their world, they're able to bend the elements: fire, water, earth, and air. So different nations are able to do this. There's an avatar that's able to bend all four of those elements, and he's supposed to keep peace within the world. So in Aang's story, he becomes an avatar, and he's like 10 at the time they realize he's the avatar, but he decides he doesn't want to be the avatar, and he kind of runs away. But then he
Hmm.
gets stuck in a storm. He gets frozen for it was 100 years, I think 100 years, and for 100 years the world did not have an avatar to keep balance in the world, and the Fire Nation just started a war against the world, and kind of took over the world to an extent, and they're dominating the world as the Fire Nation and spreading through other nations, imprisoning nations, taking over land and stuff like that. But they also are on a quest to find out where the Avatar went so they can stop him because they know he's the only one that can stop them from taking over the world. So he unthaws in a water nation and he befriends two water tribe kids, and they go on this journey of teaching them how to be the avatar, how to learn spin the other elements while the Fire Nation are chasing them. And it's a cool story. I'm not selling it well, but it's a really good story. It's really funny. Um, it's great fights, and it gets deep at times too. It's a deep story. It went for 4 seasons, like normal TV season, like 23 episodes. So there's fun, some deep stories, some silly stories, but it's really good. Ultimately, it's a really good series.
Yeah.
So I would say check out a couple episodes, maybe sometime down the road, and see if you like it. Maybe you give us a little review of the first time Avatar watching it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know, guys, in the comments. Are you looking forward to the next Avatar series coming out? Do you like the Netflix live action Avatar series? I thought it was okay. It felt like it missed a little heartwarming moments here and there because they kind of blended multiple episodes together at times. So not all of it is as cohesive as I would like it to be. But they're trying to make it for a new generation too, so I got to think of it in that way. But let us know what you think about this new series, Seven Havens, coming out. Do you think it's gonna be good? What are your expectations of it? Yeah, let us know in the comments, guys, what you think about that.